Hi, I'm Paul Lidel, and welcome to the channel and to part 2 on this series of how to name or find any note on the fretboard instantly. In each video in this series, we'll focus on a different string. In this video, we're going to focus on the A string. You'll spend just a few minutes a day with the play-along exercises, which are named after karate belts: white belt, yellow belt, brown belt, and black belt. You'll also learn exercises that you can do while you're away from your guitar. And the result of doing these exercises will be that you'll be able to name or find any note on the A string instantly. If you haven't already, you may want to check out part 1 of this series, which focuses on the E string. If your guitar has a dot on the 1st fret, I'd like you to disregard that just for our purposes, and we'll call the dot that's on the 3rd fret the 1st dot. So let's get started. We'll start off by getting familiar with the names of the notes on the A string. Say this with me: B, 2nd fret. C, 1st dot, 3rd fret. D, 2nd dot, 5th fret. E, 3rd dot, 7th fret. F, 1 past the 3rd dot on the 8th fret. G, 1 past the 4th dot on the 10th fret. And A, 2 dots, 12th fret. We're going to use the acronym "Every Good Boy Does Fine at Checkers" to practice playing these notes. We'll play the first letter of each word in the acronym like this: every, and we'll play E on the 3rd dot, 7th fret. We'll say every good. We'll go to the G, and that's going to be 1 past the 4th dot on the 10th fret. Every good boy. We're going to go to the B, and that's on the 2nd fret. Every good boy does. D, and that's the 2nd dot, 5th fret. Every good boy does fine. F is going to be 1 past the 3rd dot on the 8th fret. Every good boy does fine at A, that's on the 2 dots on the 12th fret. And every good boy does fine at checkers, C, 1st dot, 3rd fret. Now I'd like you to take your hands off of the guitar and don't look at your fretboard, and we'll recite exactly what we just said. So we'll say every E, 3rd dot, 7th fret. Then every good, G, 1 past the 4th dot on the 10th fret. Every good boy, B, 2nd fret. Every good boy does, D, 2nd dot, 5th fret. Every good boy does fine, F, 1 past the 3rd dot on the 8th fret. Every good boy does fine at A, 2 dots, 12th fret. Every good boy does fine at checkers, C, 1st dot, 3rd fret. To practice this, you'll recite exactly what we just said as soon as your head hits the pillow at night. So as soon as your head hits the pillow, you will say E, 3rd dot, 7th fret. Then you'll say every good, G, 1 past the 4th dot, 10th fret. Every good boy, B, 2nd fret. Every good boy does, D, 2nd dot, 5th fret. Every good boy does fine, F, 1 past the 3rd dot on the 8th fret. Every good boy does fine at 2 dots, 12th fret. Every good boy does fine at checkers, C, and that's the 1st dot, 3rd fret. So you'll say that to yourself at night as soon as your head hits the pillow. Let's talk about the note names on the upper frets on the A string. It's helpful to know the numbers of the dots that are past the 12th fret. So we have the 15th fret, the 17th fret, the 19th fret, and the 21st fret. We can remember that the 1st dot is on the 15th fret by emphasizing the letter F. we'll say first dot, 15th fret. Then we'll go to the second dot, and we will say second dot, 17th fret, emphasizing the letter S. Now for the third dot, we'll say 3 times 3 is 9, and that will remind us that the third dot is the 19th fret. And the fourth dot is the 21st fret, and we'll simply remember 421. So let's use the acronym Every Good Boy Does Fine at Checkers to practice the names of the notes on the upper frets. So we'll start with E, and that will be the third dot on the 19th fret. Then say every good, G, that's one past the fourth dot on the 22nd fret. Every good boy, B, that's just on the 14th fret. Every good boy does, D, that will be the second dot on the 17th fret. Every good boy does fine, F, and that's going to be one past the third dot on the 20th fret. Every good boy does fine at, A, that's the 2 dots on the 12th fret. And every good boy does fine at checkers, and that's going to be C, which is the first dot on the 15th fret. And notice that the first dot past the 2 dots is the same note name as the first dot down on the lower part of the fretboard. So here's our dots, C, D, and E, and up here past the 12th fret, C, D, and E are also on those dots. So the first couple nights after you watch this video, as soon as your head hits the pillow, I would like you to say, every good boy does fine at checkers, and identify the dot and the fret number of each of those notes. After a couple nights, then you're going to take on the upper frets. So we'll recite every E, third dot, 7th fret. Every good, G, one past the 4th dot, 22nd fret. Every good boy, B, 14th fret, and so on. Now each morning, I'd like you to use a different acronym, and that acronym is Don't Ask for Big Gifts Every Christmas. Don't ask for big gifts every Christmas. So in the morning, what you're going to do is visualize the fretboard and visualize each of the notes in the acronym. So you'll think don't, and when you can picture the note D, you could snap your fingers. So don't ask. You're picturing A, and that's going to be on the 2 dots, 12th fret. You snap your fingers. Don't ask for. As soon as you can visualize where that F is, which is one past the 3rd dot on the 8th fret, and you snap your fingers. Go through that exercise first thing in the morning when you're drinking your coffee or taking your shower or whatever. Say, don't ask for big gifts every Christmas, and then visualize each of those notes. Also, throughout the day, just pick random frets and identify what note is on that particular fret. For example, if I just pick random note or number 10, then I would think, oh, 10, that is the note G, because it's one past the 4th dot on the 10th fret. Let's move on to the play-along exercises. These are named after karate belts: white belt, yellow belt, brown belt, and black belt. We'll start with white belt. So I'll say the name of the note, and then
D,
along with the snare drum, you'll play that note on your guitar, on the A string, like this.
A.
So I'll play A, 2 dots, 12th fret, right with the snare drum.
C.
And I'll play C, right with the snare drum, not before it or after it.
D.
And here's D,
A.
All right, got the idea?
F.
Let's get started. Good. play E, 3rd dot, 7th fret.
G, B,
B,
D,
then D.
F,
Here's F,
A, C, D, A,
and try to play the notes right with the snare drum.
F, B, G, E, C, F, B, G, D, C, A, E, B, D, G, C, F, A, D, G, B, F sharp, B flat, A flat, C sharp, E flat, A flat, F sharp, E flat, C sharp, B flat, F, B flat, D, C sharp, G, A flat, F sharp, E flat, B, A flat, C, E,
Very good. Let's play the notes on the A string on the upper frets. So if your guitar has 21 frets, you'll start from the 10th fret and play the note G on the 10th fret. If your guitar has 22 frets, you'll start on the 11th fret and you'll play the note A flat on the 11th fret. If your guitar has 24 frets, you'll play all the notes from the 12th up through the 24th fret. Go.
E, G, B, E, C, F, B, G, D, C, A, E, B, D, G, C, F, A, D, G, B, F sharp, B flat, A flat, C sharp, E flat, A flat, F sharp, E flat, C sharp, B flat, F, B flat, D, C sharp, G, A flat, F sharp, E flat, B, A flat, C, E,
All right, so if you're able to play through all of the white belt exercises perfectly, then you're ready to move on to the yellow belt. Let's kick it up a notch and move to the yellow belt.
go, and E, G, B, D, F, A, C, D, A, F, B, G, E, C, F, B, G, D, C, A, E, B, D, G, C, F, A, D, G, A flat, C sharp, E flat, A flat, F sharp, E flat, C sharp, B flat, F, B flat, D, C sharp, G, A flat, F sharp, E flat, B, A flat, C, E. Go. And E, G, B, D, F, A, C, D, A, F, B, G, E, C, F, B, G, D, C, A, E, B, D, G, C, F, A, D, G, B, F sharp, B flat, A flat, C sharp, E flat, A flat, F sharp, E flat, C sharp, B flat, F, B flat, D, C sharp, G, A flat, F sharp, E flat, B, A flat, C, E. Ready? Go. E, G, B, D, F, A, C, D, A, F, B, G, E, C, F, B, G, D, C, A, E, B, D, G, B, F sharp, B flat, A flat, C sharp, E flat, A flat, F sharp, E flat, C sharp, B flat, F, B flat, D, C sharp, G, A flat, F sharp, E flat, B, A flat, C, E.
All right, now let's try brown belt on the upper frets.
Go. E, G, B, D, F, A, C, D, A, F, B, G, E, C, F, B, G, D, C, A, E, B, D, G, C, F, A, D, G, B, F sharp, B flat, A flat, C sharp, E flat, A flat, F sharp, E flat, C sharp, B flat, F, B flat, D, C sharp, G, A flat, F sharp, E flat, B, A flat, C, E.
Okay, if you've tested out a brown belt by being able to play through that perfectly, you're ready for black belt.
Ready? Go. E, G, B, D, F, A, C, D, A, F, B, G, E, C, F, B, G, D, C, A, E, B, D, G, C, F, A, D, G, B, F sharp, B flat, A flat, C sharp, E flat, A flat, F sharp, E flat, C sharp, B flat, F, B flat, D, C sharp, G, A flat, F sharp, E flat, B flat, A flat, C, E,
Now let's move on to black belt on the upper frets.
Ready, go. E, G, B, D, F, A, C, D, A, F, B, G, E, C, F, B, G, D, C, A, E, B, D, G, C, F, A, D, G, B, F sharp, B flat, A flat, C sharp, E flat, A flat, F sharp, E flat, C sharp, B flat, F, B flat, D, C sharp, G, A flat, F sharp, E flat, B, A flat, C, E.
Alright, if you can play black belt perfectly, congratulations, you've tested out of the A string and you're ready to move on to the D string. So here's a quick summary on what to practice in order to be able to find or name any note on the A string instantly. We'll start with the acronym Every Good Boy Does Fine at Checkers, and we'll find the first letter of each of those words on your A string. So we'll say every and say E, third dot, 7th fret, etc. Now I'd like you to say that every night as soon as your head hits the pillow. Go through, recite that entire thing. Every good boy does fine at checkers, and what the dots are and what the fret numbers are for each of those notes. Now each morning you'll wake up, and while you're drinking your coffee or taking your shower, you'll recite, "Don't ask for big gifts every Christmas." And along with each of those words, then you'll picture where the first letter is on the A string. So you think don't, and it's going to be on the 2nd dot on the 5th fret. Don't ask, A, that's going to be on the 2 dots on the 12th fret, and so on. Also throughout the day, just pick random numbers between 1 and however many frets you have on your guitar, and then identify the name of that note as you do that. And you'll use the play-along exercises named after belts: white belt, yellow belt, brown belt, and black belt, and try to test out of black belt on the A string. And then you'll know you're ready for the D string. If you're interested in private lessons, you can reach me at paullidel@gmail.com. If you feel like this video helped you, please hit the like button. And if you know somebody else that might benefit from learning the names of their notes instantly, then please share this video with them. And please hit the subscribe button as well, so you'll know when the next video comes out. I'm Paul Lidel. I'll see you next time.